Afternoon. It's Nita with a Timepiece Garden, and today was a day of dots. I know you're looking out and it's like, well, what did we do? Dots, lots and lots of dots. So we put all the dots in the octopus. He's got all of his dots in on the last of his tentacles. He's got all of his dots in his head. Darkened his eyes, dots in between his eyes. So all of his dots are in. And again, as you pull back, he looks kind of a burnt orange, not a specific orange, and that has everything to do with the dots. I'm gonna have to play with it though, or think about playing with it for a while, because to me he's still too orange. He is supposed to be more red. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to go to all of the hollow dots, sits like there, and put dots inside of those, like I did with the yellow, to give it more red and less orange, because he's supposed to be more red. Having said that, I'm not going to do that right away. I need to see if this is going to grow on me or change. Does that make sense as I get used to it? Because since I've started to get his black outlining in on the outside of his tentacles, all the little humps that you see are supposed to be white, kind of to match his eyes. And I'm thinking that I will actually get that in, get all of his colors in. Does that make sense? Before I go and change and fill in the dots on the octopus. Just that way I can see, again, if it grows on me. Because he is really close, and the last thing I want to do is screw him up, and all of a sudden he looks like mud instead of an octopus. So, we'll see. It's just how it goes. We'll see. Having said that, the other thing I did since I started with his black eyes, is I did the fish's black eyes. And you can see they've all got them now. They all have eyeballs. They can see where they're swimming off to. And if you look, there's, black eyeballs everywhere. And no two eyeballs are alike, but they're all round black like the fishies are supposed to have. And so when you're that distance, for lack of better words, you can see them. They're beautiful. I won't lie, I like the way the fish came out. When I finally got the yellow right, I like the way the fish came out. It's just how it is. I'm excited to get everybody else, looking that good. So, but that's what we did today. It's a day of dots. Finish the octopus dots, get the eyeballs on the yellowfish, just dots. And dots are time consuming. So it's like, yeah, you didn't do a lot. No, but they're time consuming. If you truly look, the last time I stopped, none of this had dots. The round dots were here, the small dots were not. None of his head was done, and none of this was done. And that's all dots. That's a lot of dots. So, it's all good though. So I think he's looking good. And with that, the fish and I will talk to you later. Evening. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden, and we are in garden number 3. Really hot day today. Insanely hot. We hit like 97, 98, and the heat index was close to 110. So I got more of my corn drooping. Even some of my peppers are a little droopy. You kind of see it on this side. This side gets more of the heat rump, but you can see where they're a little droopy. So I'm going to give them an extra watering tonight, because they're just, give them a cool drink from a hot day. So I've already turned the water on. So I'm going to leave it on back here where the sunflowers are and the gourds are for an hour, and then I'll come over and I'll switch it up for the tomatoes and the peppers. So everybody gets a little bit of a drink today, because it's hot, and it's going to be another hot day tomorrow, and I'm not going to be around much at all. Maybe tomorrow evening. So I just don't want them to go into heat stroke, because it's hot. Having said that, there's just another look at a birdhouse gourd. And there's one there. There's one a little farther back. I love it. I love it. There's another one over here. A little one right there. It's all good. Anyway, so having said that, I'm also going to, while the water's on back here real quick, I want to go ahead and build a tripod back there at the end where the end of the corn is. Mostly so I can, if the corn wants to fall, it can fall, but it will stop touching the electric fence, because I don't need it to short out the fence and then all of a sudden I have no corn and no tomatoes and no peppers because the deer have been in here. So I'm gonna go get a couple tripods and some twine and just take care of that, kind of get them tied up. All right, talk to you later. So there it is, just a little tripod, something to let them lean up against, both above and below. Because, I know this sounds crazy, it's been hot. It's been a crazy hot week, and I'm wondering if it's has more to do with the heat and a little less to do with the nitrogen deficiency. Because it's been hot. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow too. We're not expecting, a cool down until Saturday. So, whew, I got to get through today, tomorrow, and Friday. Got 3 more days before, anything okay. So, I don't know. We'll just kind of wait and see. Like I said, I'm going to water them again tonight. Give them a good soak. Because they're so close to being done, and being harvestable. All right, let me get busy.